happy Saturday to everybody, and today's August 15th, and guess what? It's my birthday. Let me turn this down. That's Mexican mariachi, happy birthday. All right, let's turn that down. Anyway, today's my birthday, and what I wanted to do is share with you guys a little bit about what I do on my birthday, which is I actually celebrate with tequila. I'm from Guadalajara, very proud of it. And a lot of people ask me, those people that know me, a lot of my friends will always ask me about tequilas and what should they get and what should they buy. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the tequila and what it really is, but more importantly, not so much of what it really is, but what drinks come from it. So everybody knows tequila, and almost everybody will always tell me, Art, should I get this tequila or that tequila? I'm gonna be honest with you, most of the tequilas you probably have heard of, I don't even own or I don't drink. There's some, probably a few, but one of the things I do when it comes down to tequila is you gotta remember, tequila is made from the agave plant, a plant that looks similar to the plants I got back here. I think that's why I planted so many of these sago palms, because they remind me of the agave plant. But what I do is, what I started doing is realizing that from the agave plant, you got a lot of different drinks that come from it. And here I'm going to talk about the 3 drinks that you can get from the agave plant that are all just like a tequila. Of course, you can't call them tequila. There's some things around that, and I'll put that in a separate video. But everybody, of course, is familiar with tequila, right? Which is my favorite drink, of course. But from that, you actually get 2 other drinks that you maybe have heard of. You get mezcal, which is made very similar to tequila, but also made from the agave plant. And then one that's very rarely known is Raicilla. And Raicilla is also an excellent drink to get. And believe it or not, this is something you're not gonna find in many liquor stores because it's only made in one state, in the state of Jalisco. And so being from Guadalajara, when I go there, that's where I get my Raicilla from. And so what do you gotta know about when it comes to tequilas and agaves and the drinks you've got? Number one is, just like anything, if you probably have had wine, there's certain wines you like, there's certain wines you don't like. It's the same thing with tequilas or mezcal or raicilla. They all have a little different taste and a little different nuances because of where they're made, how they're made. Of course, the big thing with tequilas is the barrels they're made in. That's the same thing with these drinks, raicilla and mezcal. It's also about the barrels they're made in. Now, one of the things I do want to talk about today, when you understand of drinking this, you're gonna have tequila, and probably a lot of you guys are like, tequila, oh my gosh, that's the worst drunk or hangover I've ever had. And why? Because number one, you probably drank a really crappy tequila. That's number one. Number two, you probably drank it like everybody else does. They fill a shot glass with it, and everybody goes around and say, let's shoot it, and they take the whole shot. I do not drink tequila that way. Any person that drinks tequila the right way doesn't drink it that way. And if you've been drinking that way, I'll say it, grow up. You're not in college anymore. Drink tequila the way you're supposed to. So how do you drink tequila, raicilla, or mezcal, or any of the drinks you see here to get it? I'll put it this way. If you were to get drink a glass of wine, would you pour your wine glass and drink the whole wine glass? No, you drink it a little bit of time. So I'm gonna pour a little bit of these, and I'm gonna start with, I'm gonna finish with this one because this is my favorite. But right here, and I love it, and I really want, one of the reasons why I brought out so you can see what you have here, a lot of times when you buy any tequila, any raicilla, or any mezcal, cautious with this type of case, because you're paying extra for the packaging it comes in. You get a lot of other tequilas that look really beautiful, or mezcales, or even raicillas, but bottom line, what you want is a quality drink, right? So the thing with raicillas that you're gonna get, and this is a really good one, miel de tierra, it's a mezcal joven. One of the things you get from a mezcal is you're gonna get more of an oakiness flavor. And one of the things I like about, and I'm gonna pour this on purpose, I'm pouring a glass. This is how I pour it as well. When you pour this, you're gonna get, as you can see joven because it's kind of a little see-through here, you'll see that, right? Now, just from smelling it, just like wine, I always smell all my tequila. Oh, that smells so good. Wow, you can smell a little bit of that honeyness to it. That's why it's called miel, which means honey. But one of the things I don't do is, you're not gonna see me shoot this. I'm gonna take a sip and let the flavor get into my tongue and the palate and everything. Oh, that's good. That's really good. If you saw, I had a sip of it, and that's how I drink it. I'll be sipping it and sipping it and sipping it, and take that. So that's mezcal. Try different mezcals. If you're always buying tequila, go out, ask the person who's there. Again, you're probably gonna find some different mezcals. I've got about 4 different ones in here that I've tasted and I've liked. When you go to Mexico, they actually let you taste them. So I like Mezcal, right? The next one, again, I want to talk about is Raicilla. Now, for a lot of you that maybe don't like the Mezcal or the Tequila because it's got that alcoholic flavor that maybe you're not used to, this is what I will recommend to you. Believe it or not, Mezcal is very sweet. It's made in a much different way. All again, from agave, all made from agave. That's why it's only in Guadalajara. And the same thing, I'll serve it here, right? Now this one definitely has a sweet flavor to it, or a sweet smell to it. And oh my gosh, this one, a little different than, of course, that one. Oh, you can smell also the oakiness to it too. It's not as, it's got a little bit, believe it or not, these are made more in oak, an oakiness smell, but this one actually has more of an oakiness flavor, a smell to it. But when I taste it, because I've had it before, it's a very smooth, sweet Raicilla. Wow, that goes down so well. Again, you don't see me going, oh, and here's the other part you're noticing. I don't have lime, I don't have salt. That's not how you drink it, because if what you're doing is chasing it with lime and salt, what you're really doing is killing all the flavors. As I'm drinking it, it's still coming down. You know how a lot of tequilas or alcohols, when you serve them, they'll kind of coat the glass? Well, that's what's happening. It's coating your throat, it's coating your tongue, you're getting that flavor in there. Oh, you get that nice breath of honey that this comes in, that sweetness. Oh, I want to take another drink, but I won't. And then lastly, and I poured this in just a little favorite cup I have, my little favorite Mexico shot glass, right? Again, I call them a shot glass, but I don't drink them like a shot glass. And my number one favorite tequila of all time is Casa Noble. Casa Noble tequila in either a Reposado or Añejo. You're gonna find it in different places. It takes, oh wow, this is good. This is good. These are made in limited batches. Casa Noble tequila, when I try to find it, and if you don't find it in certain places, because they only make a certain amount. It's not this production made. That's something else that I'll talk about before I go there. All these tequilas here, and the thing I love about tequila, they're all artisanal, artesanales. They're all handcrafted, handmade. That's why you don't see some of the other brands that you're probably used to seeing out here, which is your brands that are, I call it production or factory made. No, you want a tequila that's made still the old-fashioned way. That's made through the artisanal craft of what tequila is, mezcal is, what raicilla is. I think right now when you get any raicilla, you're gonna find raicillas that are all made in that artisanal way. So let's serve this last one here, because I'm gonna end it with this one. Ooh, again, this is my number one favorite tequila of all time, Casa Noble. That doesn't mean I only drink Casa Noble. I actually love trying other tequilas. I think that's the beauty of it, is when you go out, buy different tequilas, but again, or mezcal or raicilla, whatever you buy. But when you're buying these beautiful agave drinks, you gotta remember, this agave plant, I point it because it was like an agave plant, the agave plant takes many years for it to grow and to be harvested and to come to its full growing pace where it needs to get the pineapple, the piña that comes. And so this is a very long, arduous plant that takes under a lot of care. So for you to take a shot glass and just drink it and get the buzz from it, you're losing the whole point. That's not how tequila is made. That's not how raicilla, I'm sorry, is made to be drunk. That's not how mezcal or raicilla is. All these blue agave drinks or agave drinks are made to be flavored, to be tasted, to be enjoyed. Oh my gosh, that's good. That's good. So again, if you're a person who's out there and you've always asked yourself, what tequila should I drink or what should I buy? I'll tell you right now, stay away from the same old names. Go and try something different, but don't shoot it. Don't follow it with lime. Don't follow it with salt. You know what? If there's anything you want to follow it, well, I'll recommend is 2 drinks that you can follow it with as a chaser. Use mineral water, you know, just like a regular soda water, just a mineral water. Or believe it or not, you might even want to try it with like a Red Bull type drink, an energy drink, something to keep you there. I like drinking it with mineral water because it keeps you hydrated. So any of these that I have here, usually I have if I do have it, I'll have like a bottle of mineral water with me, but most of the time I don't. And I'll sip this. When you drink good artisanal with all those ingredients and crap that's put them in them and sugar that's gone into them, you're gonna see that you're also gonna have a much better experience. So again, agave plants, think about mezcal, think about raicilla, and everybody else tequila, but try something different. Happy birthday to me. I'm gonna be going to some of my favorite tequilas today. I'll put some of these tequilas that I have and some of my top, I'll actually put my top 5 tequilas that I think are the best value for the money you spend and the best tasting. All right. Thank you, everybody. Happy birthday to me. Have a great day. We'll see you.